We're back with another episode of Conversations and Connections. Again, we're the official podcast of the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. I'm Stuart Burson, the prevention coordinator for the agency, and I can't believe it's already time to have this discussion again. It is almost time for the Blueberry Festival, and of course, the Family Crisis Center's part every year is, of course, the big Blueberry Cupcake Battle. And with me today, Mallory Harris. She is our marketing and communications coordinator. And Mallory, so just a little behind the scenes. We're recording this on a Friday. And on Tuesday, I brought up the idea of her being on the podcast, and Mallory had this look in her eyes, like, "Oh my gosh!" But hey, you've been here now. It's been about 6 months, right?
Yeah, it's been 6 months now that I've been with the agency.
Yeah, and of course, when you joined up with the team. It was kind of baptism by fire with the Christmas with the donations for the Christmas stuff.
It was right at the time of Adopt a Family and just dove right in to everything.
All right. Mallory, being part of the team and being the marketing communications coordinator, you're kind of helping to head up the Cupcake Battle this year. First of all, just kind of in generalities, if anybody doesn't know about the Cupcake Battle, exactly what is this thing that we're all excited about?
So the Cupcake Battle is with it's part of the Texas Blueberry Festival, and the Family Crisis Center has done it for, I believe this is the 11th year. It's a fundraiser and a friendly competition. It's an awareness opportunity for the agency. All proceeds from the Cupcake Battle, they support the services that are for the Family Crisis Center and for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. Support the hotline, access to food and clothing for survivors, legal representation and personal advocacy, just things like that. It's a good awareness opportunity that is at the Blueberry Festival every year.
Okay, so it seems like since, of course, the Blueberry Festival has been going on forever. And when I first came to the agency, I really wasn't involved in it that much, but just within recent years. And ever since I've been a part of it, it seems like we kind of have a different location every year. So again, this year, it's a different location, first place that we've ever had it. Where are we having it this year? Where can people find us?
Yeah, so it's going to be in Mast Hall, which is downtown Nacogdoches. It's 317 East Main Street. We're going to be in there with 2 other vendors, I believe. I think we're going to be in there with Ferraras, which they're running the sweet shop, and another vendor. But yes, it's going to be at Mast Hall this year, so we'll have a little bit more room. Yeah,
it's a big open space. I know sometimes in the past it's been kind of tight where I know sometimes the issue has been allowing the public to come in and actually view. Because if you do not know, and Mallory really hasn't experienced this yet, some people will bring in these displays that are just unbelievable. And, you really would love to share the experience with the public and let the public take a look at the effort that a lot of these people have gone through in displaying their cupcakes. And in some venues in the past, we've just had a hard time allowing the public to come in because it just wasn't space. But I don't think that'll be a problem this year with being at Mast Hall there in downtown.
Yeah, it seems like we'll have more room than what you guys described that you guys had in the past. I think we'll have a lot more room for people to come in and view and just have some fun with their family.
So someone's listening to this and they want to enter. What are the steps they need to take? What if someone wants to enter? What do they need to do if they're interested in participating?
So you just would need to contact me. You could email me at mharris@fccet.com, or you can call the agency's number at 936-639 1681. There's a registration link that is in a pinned post that's on Facebook. If you do have Facebook, you'd be able to see that post. It kind of walks you through the steps, which is really just getting on that form and submitting an entry. But if nothing else, you're able to send me an email and I can help you through.
And it's interesting how we do this. We always have different categories. What are the categories that we have this year?
So it's based on ages. There is an age 8 to 12 division. There's an age 13 to 17 division. There's an adult division, and then there will be an all ages combined division.
Do you? And I don't even know if you know this or not. Is there an idea about how many people we're kind of looking at or anticipating participating this year? What number are we looking at?
I'm not too sure. I think some years it's about 20 people or more. From my understanding, I'm not sure so far, but I would imagine it at least there.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I couldn't remember, exactly for sure what we're always anticipating.
Yeah.
Of course, big prizes, these wonderful trophies we always hand out. I guess those are secured. They're ordered. And,
yes.
And we have those. What's the entry fee? How much does it cost for someone to enter?
It is a $25 entry fee.
Okay. All right. And let's see. What was I going to ask? This will take place, of course, the Blueberry Festival is next month.
Yes, June 14th. It'll be a Saturday. Participants are encouraged to come in and start setting up as early as they can, but you can come in and set up anywhere between 8:30 to 10, and the judging will happen at 10:30, and the awards will be at noon.
Okay, because I do want to emphasize the importance of getting them in by 10 o'clock, the deadline, because I know I have personally witnessed a couple of years ago someone coming in like 10 after 10 and having to turn them away just because everything's done, judging has begun, and when we couldn't do anything. So they can start as early as 8 as long as they have everything submitted by 10 o'clock then, right?
Yes.
Of course, that's the Blueberry Festival, June the 14th in downtown Nacogdoches. If somebody has any questions, can they give us a call or how does that, who should we direct people?
Yes, just you can contact me. My name's Mallory Harris. You can, if I'm not in for some reason, you are able to get in touch with Melissa Wheeler. But yeah, just through my email at mharris@fccet.com or call in the agency's number.
Awesome. Mallory Harris, the newest member of our little, probably not the newest employee of the Family Crisis Center, but in our little circle that I'm associated with. So thanks a lot, Mallory. Now you can come to the podcast later and talk about you and your job and everything.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Stuart. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we'll take baby steps on that. But all right, thanks, Mallory. I appreciate you're a good sport.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, again, the Blueberry Cupcake Battle going on at the Blueberry Festival. That'll be Saturday, June the 14th. Get those entries in. And again, if you have any questions, give Mallory a call. Also, like I always like to point out, if you have the need for the Family Crisis Center, if you feel like you are in need of our services, we do have our toll-free helpline. That's 1-800-828-7233. And you can subscribe to Conversations and Connections via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or the podcast service of your choice. Remember, be the voice, if not for you, for someone else.